Happy Monday, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. So let's get right to it. And thank you so much for joining my channel. That's it. Why do people assume things when there's nothing there? Why do people make an assumption about a video, about a gesture? Why do people make things such a big deal when there's nothing there to make a big deal of? And I'm talking about Erica Kirk and JD Vance, how this video went viral and people are talking about it. People are saying, was their line crossed? Was it a bad behavior? And on top of that, what she was wearing. And I'm like, this is so ludicrous and so ridiculous. Like, why are we talking about this? You know what I mean? Does it really matter at the end of the day? We need to know what happened to Charlie Kirk. People are spending more time and energy on what happened on October 29th on Wednesday when JD Vance spoke at Turning Point USA, opposed to what happened to Charlie Kirk. Who killed him? What was the motive and why? But no, people just want to make an exception and judge and ridicule. Oh my gosh, there must be something there between Erica Kirk and JD Vance, which is absolutely ludicrous. He's married. She's a widow. She just lost her husband. You know what I mean? Like, what's happening here? Like, people need to get serious and get their head out of the cloud. You know what I mean? It's just so dumb and ridiculous. And me, I like to critique and criticize people because what this video that's going viral is just absurd and it's just ridiculous in my opinion. And I'm going to critique. That's what I do. I critique. And I'm going to critique this because what I saw was pretty harmless to me. I don't know why people are reading into something that's not even there. It's just crazy. And everyone is different. So why everyone's passing judgment on this woman? Why? Like, she can't do nothing right. It has to be pleasing to people. Why? Let her live. Let her grieve. Let her do what she wants to do. And I know she really don't care what people say about her. I know she's laughing and then this is laughable to her. But my whole point is everyone's spending their whole energy on this topic, this video that's going viral, instead of finding out who shot Charlie Kirk on 9/10. Why? What was the motive? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people should be worried about that instead of like worrying about what she wore on October 29th. Yes, she wore a freedom shirt and a leather pants. And what's wrong with that? Was she going to church? Was she going to a board meeting? Like, what's the problem? That's what I like to know. What is the problem? What she's wearing? Oh, a lot of people saying what she's wearing is inappropriate. A widow should not wear. What do you want her to wear? Like a muumuu? Get serious. What do you want her to wear? This was a Turning Point event. Every every video that she did, opposed to like the memorial, she wore a suit, a nice white suit. That was appropriate. No one didn't say anything. When she made her first statement after her husband died, she wore a nice suit. So what's the big deal? So she wore a leather pants and a white t-shirt, a white freedom t-shirt. And what's the problem? What's the problem? That's what I like to know. There's no issue, and there shouldn't be an issue because she's Erica Kirk and she can wear whatever she damn please. Okay, and people need to kick rocks. Okay, it's just ridiculous. It is. It's just absurd. Oh, there's something there between JD Vance and Erica because the way she held his head and hold him, and the way he held. He is 6'4". Okay, he is tall. Okay, and it was a split second. Now I know in pictures it seems longer, on which I should have. I didn't even sink into you guys the picture to see. Pictures don't do justice. It really don't. So I'm not going to even show you the pictures because in the picture you can see it seemed inappropriate, obviously. But I'm going to show you a video, and it was like a split second of the hug and JD Vance holding her on her hip. It was not even that long, and I don't know what's the big deal. What's the big deal? Tell me, what's the big deal? And by the way, before I show you the video, she looked gorgeous. Okay, I would have wore that too. I would have wore that. And I'm like, okay, I'm at an event. I'm at a Turning Point event celebrating my husband's, representing my husband, actually, excuse me. And she looked great. She looked fantastic. But again, people don't have to agree with me. You know, we can all agree to disagree. However, she looked great. She was not inappropriate. She was not going to church. She was not going to a board meeting. And that's one thing, if she was going to a board meeting or she was going to church like that, then I would question it. Then I would say, that doesn't seem appropriate to wear at a church for a board meeting, but she didn't do that. This was a turning point event on October 29th. So what's the problem? I just can't stand certain people that read into things that's not there. Okay, it's not there. Have respect for Mrs. Kirk. Okay, she lost her husband. Have respect. Stop gossiping, making an assumption of things, reading things into it. There's nothing there. Okay, there's nothing there. But I'm going to show you her outfit, which it looks fabulous, by the way. And I would have wore exactly the same thing too. Take a look. Now, let me just go back and rewind. Okay. She looked gorgeous. She looked hot, by the way. And then look behind her. What's his name? Mikey McCoy. Video taping her. Video using his phone and recording her. She looked great. I don't see the problem. I don't see that as anything inappropriate what she's wearing. She looked fantastic. And again, I don't understand what's the issue. What's the issue? What is the issue, you guys? You tell me. What is the issue? I see no issue. I see no problems with her outfit at all. Moving on to the next thing, the hug between her and JD Vance. Ooh, must be a love affair. Ooh, there must be something going on because there's an issue with JD. Marriage is in the crumbles. Again, not my business. I haven't heard anything about it, but there's some whispers going on that JD and his wife are not doing too well. And I feel bad for that, but that had nothing to do with Erika Kirk. Hello, she's still a widow. She's grieving of losing her husband. And people are just trying to point things that's not even there. It's just really absurd to me.
I am tremendously blessed and honored tonight to be able to introduce to you a very, very dear friend, his wife. They are incredible. And I see no one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities.
Now, she says she do see some similarities, with JD Vance. Everyone said, oh my gosh, how can she say that? She just lost her husband. Did she say she wants to make love to JD Vance? Did she say she wants to be with him? What is the problem, her saying that? She even made it very clear there's no one ever can replace her husband, Charlie Kirk. There will never be another Charlie Kirk. Point blank, period. Because she said that, there's similarities between Charlie Kirk and JD Vance. What's wrong with that? Like, God forbid my husband passed and I seen another man and I said, well, he has certain similarities like my husband. Is that a wrong thing to do? Say? No. Or vice versa. Oh, my wife passed and this woman has a little bit similarity with my wife. Is that a wrong thing? Again, people like to twist and nitpick certain things that people say, especially her. Okay? Like, I don't get it. What's the big deal? She said nothing wrong. And again, I don't know Erika Kirk. I have no skin in the game of this, but I have to say something when people say ludicrous and ridiculous things. Okay, this is ridiculous. You're criticizing her for saying that because JD Vance have similar things with Charlie Kirk. Have you seen her with another man, or have you seen pictures of her with JD Vance in a hotel? You make it seem like this is a big scandal. What she's saying, these words, like, get serious here. People are just dumb. Okay, I'm just going to say, people are just dumb. Like, you're reading into something that's not even there. You're like nitpicking the words that she's saying. Okay, like get serious. Continue.
Of my husband and JD, and Vice President JD. Yes, I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight. Because understands the fight that we're up against, and he can articulate that in a way that transcends race, that transcends demographic backgrounds. He's an amazing man. So please help me welcome to the stage Vice President J.D. Vance.
Okay, so he has his hand on her back, the other hand on her mid back. She has her hand on his head. The dude is tall. Okay, he's probably 6'4", maybe taller. I'm not sure. I'm just approximately guessing here. Okay, the dude is tall. What people saying? Oh, that's just a little too close, but it was quick, as you can see. Look, you can even time it yourself. I did not time it, but it was very quick. Very quick. What's the deal? What's the problem? Tell me, what is the problem? Nothing. Okay, people are trying to make things that's not there. Okay, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Last video that I want to show you, a heavy duty country, he kind of criticized of Erika Kirk's bad behavior. He feels like Erika was inappropriate of the outfit that she was wearing, and the hugging was just inappropriate. That it was just not a good look for Erika Kirk. It was just bad behavior overall. So I'm going to let you listen to his own words, what he had to say about the whole thing.
Now we move to Erika Kirk, and I don't know how to say this, so I'm just going to say it. I'm not married. I don't have kids. God willing, one day I will. Dating nowadays is wild. You just can't be too careful nowadays. But if I was married and my wife did what Erika Kirk is doing, I would hope all of you out there would just shame her into.
Again, why shame her? What did she do wrong? Like I said, she did absolutely nothing wrong, you guys. Nothing. And for him to say that, to shame her, that's just wrong, okay? She just lost her husband. She's a single mom, mother of two, grieving, CEO of Turning Point USA, trying to navigate, not having her husband around. You know what I mean? And it's just for this dude to, to shame her because of what she's wearing and the way she hugged J.D. Vance. It's just not right. It's just not cool, by the way.
Being pissed off at herself. Because what she's done, what she wore, how she talked, how she hugged J.D. Vance, it is the most disrespectful thing I could imagine. So, why don't we start with this? And, God, what a horrible thing to say.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD, and Vice President JD. Yes, I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight.
All right, can we just stop for a second? All right, let's say that you and your wife are at dinner, okay? Mm-hmm. You're not dead. Yeah. Right. Your wife randomly starts talking about the other married man at the table.
Okay.
Like, my husband is amazing, and nobody can ever replace him. But, I see a lot of similarities between you guys.
Okay.
And, man, it's really cool. Is that something that seems respectful to?
Quite honestly, it's not rude, in my opinion. It's not rude. It should be a compliment, by the way. You know what I mean? It's not rude. I don't think it's rude, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. But let me know, you guys. Let me know, viewers. Am I wrong? Because I don't feel like that's wrong to say towards another person, another sex that have similarities. It doesn't. Like, for example, my best friend have certain similarities to my other best friend. Does that mean a bad thing? No, I don't think. It's just, they just have similar things. You know what I mean? That I see certain things in my best friend than my other best friend. Doesn't mean that it's wrong or disrespectful. To me, I just feel like it's just a compliment. Did she say, oh, I'm just going to get with J.D. Vance and just hook up with him? Like, that's serious.
Okay. Like, I don't know. It just kind of seems like maybe you like the guy, which is fine, right? I mean, people grieve differently, and maybe her way is just finding a new man this quickly.
Disgusting.
But it's just a wild, wild thing to do when your husband isn't even, I don't know, about a month dead.
Because he understands the fight that we're up against, and he can articulate that in a way that transcends. He's an amazing man. No one will ever replace my husband.
I disagree. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and people can say certain things, which that's fine. That's fine. I, on the other hand, I have to disagree. Like I said, I didn't see anything appropriate in my opinion. It was just a hug. She put her hands on his head. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see a big deal. Like I said, people read into things that's not even there. They shouldn't even read into. It's nothing. I don't see anything bad behavior. I don't see anything inappropriate. It's not like she took her hand to put in his crotch. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. A lot of people trying to find things that's there that is not there. It's not that serious at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we should be more focused on who shot Charlie Kirk and why and what is the motive. That's what we should be focused on. None of this BS, okay, at the end of the day. Like I said, her outfit looked great. She looked beautiful. She looks amazing, okay? I didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't see anything inappropriate of what she was wearing. Like I said, if she walked like that into church, different story. A board meeting, different story. But this was a turning event, and what she wore was appropriate in my eyes. That's all I'm going to say about this, you guys. Let me know what you think. Please comment below and let me know your thoughts. Am I crazy or for feeling the way I'm feeling or talking about this? Or is Erika Kirk, was her behavior was out of line? Did she cross the line? That's the question I'm asking you guys. Was she out of line? Did she cross the line? What she was wearing, was it inappropriate? That I would like to know, and please let me know your thoughts about this. You already know my opinions and my views and my thoughts about it, and I'm just going to leave it as that, you guys. Thank you so much for joining in my channel. That's it. I really appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Happy Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow.